It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Seattle Seahawks and the Indianapolis Colts.
Rodrigo Blankenship to kick off for Indianapolis.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down.
The pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 23-yard line.
On the ground, this is Rashad Penny, and he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
He was a quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
5 yards on the play, and it's 3rd.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Penny, and he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of
4 last play. They double that here and get 8. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They run it with Carson. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
Brandon Graham.
Haven't met a defensive coordinator yet that thinks 2nd and 2 is a fun situation to try and defend. Playbook is wide open for an offense, partner.
Nice job. Hold him to 1 after that 8-yard pickup on 1st down. On 3rd down. It's Carson.
Again, the ball carrier.
And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon.
Dixon to punt for the Seahawks.
They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And they call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line.
Jonathan Taylor.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. He'll look to throw. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 23 yards the pickup there. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. On play action, they'll throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. The 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
1st and 10, Taylor now. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
At the 39-yard line.
2nd and 6. Dancing to his left. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 28. 11 yards there, 1st down. Kenneth Murray, the linebacker, there to make the play defensively.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Colts are going to take a first-quarter lead.
The kick is
an ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then
under a heavy rush and down he goes.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. And he knocks it through.
That ties the game at 7. Michael Dixon to kick.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing, because to be ahead of the defense that much, where every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius.
It really does. It also lets you know that your preparation was pretty good, and now the defense has to do all the adjusting.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 11 yards there, first down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. They'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. A throw for Pittman is intercepted. Picked by Kenneth Murray. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
By the Seahawks.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward. But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
His throw caught right around the 6. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Jordan Reed, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. 5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And he fires one, but incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. A great return there, bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. The Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. They'll run on first down. Carson, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 45-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And he finds the tight end, Reed. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
First down, Seahawks.
Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Eluding the pressure right. And his pass incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. It's a Seattle Seahawks touchdown.
Complete.
So the touchdown there, and that play, the tap pass, so simple, Charles, on the face of it, but what makes it so difficult for defenses to stop?
I think it's the precision and the quickness in which the play occurs because the snap gets to the quarterback. He's essentially playing volleyball with it, just immediately just shoveling it forward. And when that receiver's at a full head of steam, if you don't take the edge away, he's got a chance to get to the corner and get upfield. But if you take the edge away, that's your chance to disrupt that play.
And no disruption there, that's for sure, as it winds up 6 points.
19-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Buying time to his left. And he'll find Pittman. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
At their own 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. Now a play fake here on first down. And that's caught inside the 35. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. 34 yards the gain that time, another first down. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Bridgewater to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
They'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Brings up 4th down.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Bridgewater now. That's complete to his running back, Dallas. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11.
First down, Seattle.
Now Rashad Penny. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. To throw, Bridgewater. They'll roll him out right. He may try and run for this. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. Myers' kick is good. And they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 16 yards, a first down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Looking for Campbell downfield. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Paris Campbell, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead.
Well, that touchdown certainly helps, but they've got to go ahead and convert, get to the half, and figure out how to keep chopping down this lead in the second, don't they?
Yeah, they still need to regroup, and they still need to end the second quarter strong. A little bit of time left. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
On the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Now they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. From the gun, Bridgewater. He lets it fly for Lockett. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. Looking long for his tight end Reed. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Jordan Reed was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Bridgewater again. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
For Jordan Reed, incomplete. He was defended by Julian Wood.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Final play of the half. Bridgewater going up top. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action.
That's the way to make it work, kid.
So we've come upon halftime with the visiting Seahawks. They're out in front. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do. I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
A first down run, not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there, so that'll bring up 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, They've brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be an even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. They'll get this out wide to Metcalf. And out of bounds right around the 20. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think? A guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a tire breakdown on what the coverage was. That everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. But bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play.
Forced out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down. To throw is Bridgewater. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Johnson, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage. They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 7 yards there and a first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A nice gain of 21 yards.
At the 49-yard line.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Again, he'll drop the throw. And he rifles one incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Third quarter here in Indy. This is 2nd and 10. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 yards on the play. First down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores. When the running game worked in that situation, I would continue to go in that direction.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Taylor. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Steps away to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. Touchdown, Colts. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that's the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead will shrink to 6. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. A terrific run there by Penny. 47 yards on the ground. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. Now on 2nd and 13. Bridgewater. They'll run the screen with Carson. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
He's going to wind up and air it out. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown.
Number 17.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Here's Bridgewater. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. Popular down near the goal line. Quick slant. Nice job there to get in, knock it away.
It was. And one of the other things you're concerned about when you throw that route is to make sure your offensive linemen use their leverage to get the hands of the defensive front down so you can throw it through that little bit of crowd and get it to the receiver. In this event, they did, but a nice play by the defender knocking it away.
25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah,
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22.
Back at the 22-yard
Now, I'm not putting him in the Hall of Fame, but if you look at the great linebackers in history, they all have that ability to innately sense where a play is going, sometimes even before the ball snapped, and they're there and end up making the play.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Campbell making the catch. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Matt Hawk now as he's on to punt for Indianapolis. Back now in Indianapolis. It's the Colts, so they've got the football, but they've got work to do, trailing here as we begin the 4th quarter. Here's Matt Hawk now as he's on to punt for Indianapolis. And now off to the races, down the right side. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Just a fantastic punt return of 80 yards. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. And they're able to up the lead by one more.
Makes the score Seahawks 40, Colts 20.
So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
25 yards there on the catch and run.
At the 50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on 2nd down. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? And let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all.
The ball comes out, and this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. He's airing it out for Williams. And this is caught inside the 5. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play is. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Nyheim Hines, his first touchdown on the year. And the Colts are able to draw a bit closer. The touchdown all set up by the big play one snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play, got the momentum going, right? That's you create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Pulls it in at the 13. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking...
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
29 yards.
They got 29 yards that time. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. Off the play fake, Bridgewater. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle.
14.
DK Metcalf. His second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that will make this a 19-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down into those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And he fires one incomplete.
The pass.
At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 38. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Chris Carson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Seahawks capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Myers connects on the PAT, and that will bump the lead up to 26. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. 23-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. The toss here completed to Pittman. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The two big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10. Down at the 31. Now back to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is incomplete. He was looking that time to get it to Paris Campbell. And now it's 2nd down.
Shaquille Griffin there defensively.
We got 4.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player on the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
Dancing to his left. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred. Still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
You can't block me. You can't block me. Check 52.
Eluding the pressure right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. Stays on his feet. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
18-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike is 59.
They run again with Carson. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
59 Mike. 59 Mike. Check 59. What we got? What we got?
But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Seahawks, it's a win they needed, if for nothing else than their sanity, as they move to 4-6. And they'll return home next week to take on the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for the Colts, it's a loss that'll drop them back to 500 through 10 games. And they'll